What's up, YouTube followers? Today I'm working on a 2009 PT Cruiser. I had to change the starter down here. If you can see it, that is a AutoZone aftermarket lifetime warranty Duralast. Okay, right here is your cooling fan. It's a single fan, one plug down the bottom, two relays right here. Okay. So while I had this thing apart, I asked the guy that was the customer, he's a friend of mine. I said, dude, I already had to take top half of the intake off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8mm bolts here are 5/16. There's 3, 1, 2, 3, 10mm on the throttle body, and one right here that's on a brace behind it. That would be the intake. Okay, right there on the ground. The battery has to come out. The airbox has to come off. So the airbox, obviously the battery sits right here. I just got through putting the plate back in. What's wrong with that picture? This is no good. I'm going to get a new cable end for the positive side. This one, man, no big deal. This positive end was loose. This is your negative. So here's your fuse box, the lid for the fuse box. And this is the cover that goes over your throttle cable, which is hiding up there behind the windshield. You got to unplug a few things. There's a hose here, another hose here for a PCV valve. Why I got this off, this thing has over 100,000 miles on it. Homie's never changed the spark plugs. So this is going to go back on the back of the intake, the air intake. It's a sensor. Unfortunately, the clip broke because the car's old as hell and it's been down in Mexico for a while. So we're going to just put it back together, use some good old electrical tape and electrical tie it back together, and or zip tie it, one of the two. Anyway, here is your NGK spark plugs for the PT Cruiser right here. They're calling for a double platinum and or an iridium. This dude didn't have the money after spending $200 for a blower, another $100 for the radiator, and then $160 for the starter. He started running out of money, so we went with the NGK, the G-Power plugs. So just give your word to the wise after 100K. That's kind of what your plug's going to look like. There's no resistor left on there. It's misfiring like a son of a bitch. Excuse my language. Yeah, just be careful with these boots. When you're pulling these, here's your coil pack. And 1, 2, let me see here. Oh yeah, look, this one's got the firing order. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 3, that's 4. This is 3 right here. I got my hand on. And this one actually has the firing order right on it. Don't screw them up. If you take the spark plugs out and you put the plug wire back in the wrong spot, you're going to get a big spitter spatter. So I got to finish putting this bad boy back together. I'm going to end this video. If you do need to take the electric motor fan out, and that's it without doing the starter, and you're not going to do the spark plugs, this is all unnecessary, okay? All you have to do is take this bolt, loosen this, put it down, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 here, lift this up where the hood latch is, put it off to the side right here. This is your support for your radiator and for your transmission cooling line down there, okay? So, in a nutshell, if you're only going to change the electric fan, they come, multiple different assemblies. The plugs down underneath this battery tray, you're going to have to take this tray out. These are 10mm bolts holding it in. There's a 13 right there that holds the battery down. And just pay attention to what you're doing. I'll have it back together shortly, and hopefully everything's going to run. Last but not least, note the silicone. Okay, if you're going to reuse these gaskets and retighten this down, you need to make sure that these are held down with silicone so these don't fall down in. Okay, that one's a little bit loose. This one's a little bit. That one, we're going to take a shot and see what happens. Worst comes to worst, I'll just pull it back off. Yeah, I'm not going to go. Some of this shit's not dry. It's so freaking hot out here right now in my garage. Today was 115. I'm in Arizona in Buckeye, and the garage is running about 145. I hope this helped you on the PT Cruiser. Yeah. So if you're going to do that starter, like I said, that fan has to come out. So basically, to do the starter and do the fan, if you're not going to do the spark plugs, leave your top part of your intake on. Don't disassemble any of this stuff. But if you do have to do the spark plugs, you're going to have to take that top intake off. Okay? And like I said, there's the battery tie down. Here's basically what the bolt looks like for your air intake. That's a 8mm or 5/16 head, right about 2 inches long. Make sure you look up the torque specs too. Don't over tighten this stuff. It's plastic, and plastic is junk. Once in a while, it will break. And make sure you don't have any air or vacuum leaks too when you're done with this. Like this video. Later.